my ball. I think I have to make these balls for everyone. That's what I have to do. Because it's this bigger ball with a softer, with a really hard interior, but the soft on the outside that I think is just so much better. Because when you're driving in the car, and as you can see, I'm sitting, right? And I'm going to do a little bit of a trigger point release on my QL. When your QL is very sensitive, and you can over-release it, you can hurt yourself. So you need a soft ball, but a big ball, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to put you sideways. Just wanted you to kind of get an idea, because I don't have a video camera person who travels with me, although I should, right? So you should see. So I have the ball back there, but this is my ball, right? It's good. It's kind of mushy, but it's really hard on the inside. I'm gonna figure it out. It doesn't have the knobs. I don't use the one with the knobs. It's just plain, all right? So you lean forward. You're sitting up straight. And remember my whole posture thing, where my head, shoulders, butt, and the lower back are kind of pushed against the back of the chair. Your knees are in line with your hips. You got to go with that whole perfect posture thing. And you squeeze your abs and you lean forward and you let a pelvic tilt happen. You tilt it. Here's a tuck where you're pushing the lower back into it, right? And then here's a tilt where you push your belly forward and you can fit the ball behind you. And you just kind of put it right in the middle of your lower back. And that arc. Now I want you to push your lower back with that pelvic tuck, but don't squeeze your toes and don't hike up your shoulders. It's all that lower part right there, right? Now just move left to right. Your hips kind of go, kind of like hip check. I've showed you that before, right? You push your left hip and your right shoulder forward, but the left and the left shoulder, left hip forward, but your right shoulder, right hip back, right? So you're rotating from your hips, right? And then you'll move. When I move to push my left hip forward, I kind of push my back into that ball, so that ball kind of rolls. And there's a spot, it's right above, it's really the midpoint of the superficial QL. Oh, there's right, so the closest, and you'll find you kind of roll. When you get on it, you kind of can stay on it, and then you just make a small motion. See, it's a very small. You can go up, bounce. Woo. I'll go the other way. Go right through that. So I'm kind of right below my rib cage. I'm right at the top part where the top part of my QL, right before it enters up under the rib cage. I'm right at the ribs, right at the bottom ribs. How's that? Right before where you begin to initiate that arc forward. Ooh, my lower back just popped too. Now when you can do that, you can really push, right? Push your shoulder, get your shoulders and your butt back, push your belly way forward with the ball there. You'll get a heck of a stretch too. I can feel this trigger point when I roll this way, because it's my right hip, and I get right on that lower portion. And you're supposed to keep two hands on the wheel, but roll it down a little bit more to right above where your pelvis is, where that, like that round part of your pelvis is, you know, where it looks like the butterfly shape. Get the ball there, and even a little different stretch. Sorry, went for a roll. All right, just really, you can't see it. I just kind of talked you through it as I did it. You can really get a good spot. And for me, there's some days, especially if I've played hard, I skied hard all weekend, I just ride with the ball there against. You can kind of see. You can't see, I'm sorry, but it's right there. I'm leaning back against it. You gotta maintain posture though, right? And you gotta breathe.